Since I'm only preteen, a lot of people don't even realize it. I have to tell them that I'm transitioning to be a male, and I have to tell them this because there's no like really visible signs that you would see on a trans that's been taking their testosterone for years, 10+ years.
In Philadelphia, according to an April 2023 report, currently 5,700 men, women, and children are living without permanent functional housing in the city of Philadelphia. Of that number, nearly 1,000 are unsheltered and living on the streets.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Rico the Trainer. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know what I do. Today, I'm here with Brooke, and we're gonna talk about what it's like on the streets of Philadelphia. How you doing, Brooke?
How you doing?
How you feeling today?
A little worried and a little exhausted.
Okay, you haven't had much sleep.
Last night, the rain and where I was sleeping kind of kept me up.
Finding a place to get good rest can be the most difficult thing to do for those on the streets.
What's your name and where you from?
My name is Brooke, but I go by Thomas. Transitioning in lifestyle here in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I'm from New Jersey.
Okay, and how long you been in Philly?
I've been in Philly 9 months.
9 months. What brought you from Jersey to Philly?
An eviction and homelessness.
Okay, and how did that come about?
I chose to be with a person who, I felt loved me, and I found out the hard way that, you know, love might not actually love nobody. You
Okay,
know,
so tell me a little bit about what happened.
there was drugs in the relationship, and a lot of distrust. I don't know if that's the right word. Um, Manipulation, and a lot of things occurred that shouldn't have happened if you love somebody, and I ended up with a broken heart. And I know I'm old enough where I should have been able to stand my ground and not fall apart, but I'm actually probably just more sensitive than a lot of people that I've been involved tend to realize.
Okay, so how did you lose the home?
I went through a depression period, and I also suffer from schizophrenia. So it makes me second guess myself a lot. Whereas before the relationship, I was stable on medication. You know, doctor's appointments, everything was. I was doing everything I had to do. When I got in a relationship with someone who wasn't stable, I became unstable again, and now I'm here homeless across the bridge. I'm on disability, and I was responsible for $135 rent and electricity. So and with everything being electric in the home, sometimes that was hard to manage. I know we got places where we can go that'll cover that, but I mean I didn't lose my apartment because of my electric. I lost my apartment because of I think my dignity, my pride, and I was mentally just not stable enough to keep a roof over my own head. Um,
So did you stop paying it?
I quit paying it, and I went to court, and they put me on some kind of probation where I had to make payments, and I sat around like if I pay these people, nothing's going to change. I'm gonna have the same problems. Negative things are still going to come to my door. Drama's going to be right around the corner. I think it's be best if I get away from here. Even though I had no destination, I just felt like where I was at was, not good for me.
So you up and left, and you came to Philadelphia, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And where'd you go when you got to Philly?
I went to I don't know if this is I say that because I do that because I got a little resentment towards this shelter, even though
So you went to a shelter.
correct. I don't want to specify the shelter.
No, you don't have to specify. So you went to a shelter, and what happened while you were there? How long were you there?
I was there probably a total of 9, 8, 6 months, 7 months.
Okay, so you were there for about 7 months, and
Correct.
you end up leaving.
Yeah, because I was attacked. The truth is, I was attacked. A person woke up from a drunk spell and they said that I did something that I honestly didn't do, and they attacked me for it. And I thought that my eye was leaking blood or my head was leaking blood. So I attempted to call the police, 911, and the phone was snatched out of the wall, and I was told that I had to leave the shelter because it was against the rules to call 911.
Oh yeah?
Really?
Wow. And that was your only altercation at the shelter?
Correct.
Okay. And so they kicked you. You got kicked out, or you left?
I was told I had to leave. Yeah,
Oh, so you
about 3 a.m. in the morning.
at 3 a.m. you was told you had to leave the shelter. And where'd you go after that?
I actually stepped outside, right next to the shelter. Actually, like in the front of the shelter. I had at the time, it's kind of funny. I had three bags, in a crate, and I could actually lay on them like it was a cot. So I lined them up, and I fell asleep right there next to the shelter. In the morning time, a person I had met out in North Philly, he reached out to me, and he said, "Oh, I could get you somewhere to sleep at least." And
After you left the shelter, you did you do any work?
um yeah, I had a couple odd and end jobs that were helping me, stay self sufficient while I struggle with being on the streets, and also the new prices over here in Pennsylvania because, today is the first day that I found a soda for $1. I just wanted to say that.
So you had jobs while you was out here, and what were the jobs? What kind of jobs were they?
Demolition,
Okay, demo,
cleaning,
cleaning.
hot, and just running errands to help someone who suffers from gun violence.
Tell me what happened with the jobs you had.
I lost jobs because of basically basically being homeless and struggling with drug usage. I'm not going to hold that in or fight to deny be in denial. I'm not going to be in denial. Um, the side effects of like the withdrawals of being on a certain drug, doesn't matter which one, makes it hard to work. I mean, I used to talk a lot of stuff about people on like heroin. I'm like, come on, it ain't that hard for you to get off heroin, right? And then go back to work. But when you live it, when you do it, when you find out the hard way, and you see that, well, it can be pretty difficult to be on drugs, any drug or alcohol, and be functional again.
Drugs are indeed a major factor for those dealing with homelessness. If they weren't on drugs before, they tend to use drugs to cope with the situation.
What's what's the treatment like from the people here in Philly?
You got a half of people that are cruel. They cold people, and then you got, I don't know if that's the old crowd or the young crowd, but you got it's like a mixture of like coldness out here, and then you got some people that are like as cold to me, for being homeless or whatever.
There are some people that care, and then you have some people that they have a different outlook. They don't really have the compassion. But we're doing this interview to show that we're human, and for people to see a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? So that hopefully somebody can see this and they can grow some compassion, and they can look at it and understand why somebody's in the situation they're in, and be willing to help. and
Correct.
next time. And so, how old are you?
36.
Is this your first time being on the street?
No, on the street, yeah, but it ain't my first time without not having a place to live.
Okay, so you kind of bounced around before at a point.
Yeah, but I wasn't homeless in the streets. I actually had help then where people, were opening their doors to me for the simple fact that I could give them a certain amount of money a month. They were helping me out.
And you are willing to work.
Yeah, I'm on disability for schizophrenia, but to stay positive and be constructive, be productive out here in society, I like to help.
And you have identification and things like that.
Correct.
Okay. So, anybody that see this, you do have somebody that's willing to work, and you've done demo, cleaning, errands, things like that, and if there's an opportunity, you're willing to do it again.
Correct.
Okay. So, we're gonna see what we can do as far as that's concerned. What's the hardest part about being out here for you?
Um, like the sun will come out, and there's no telling if I'm gonna have a good day. Most people see the sun, and it makes them think that they're gonna have a good day, or it gives them good feelings. And then they see the rain, and it gives them like bad feelings. So it could be raining or snowing, and I don't know if I'm gonna have a good day because I know at nighttime I have nowhere to sleep. I know that during the day, at nighttime, whatever, I don't know when I'm where or how I'm gonna use the bathroom. There are days and there are nights where I go to sleep hungry, or I'm hungry all day. And people see you and they think the only thing you want is drugs, alcohol, or a cigarette. And the truth be told, is more that I need in my life than mind altering substances or a cigarette to, live life. I suffer from bipolar disorder where I get depressed, and I'm manic now. I'm not saying like I need to go to the hospital or anything. I just need my medication, and I ain't been able to get it. So I'm one of them. I'm one of them people that take mental illness very serious because it's real.
Absolutely.
And I'm afraid of being depressed because when I get depressed, I get suicidal. So that's pretty rough. Dealing being mentally ill out here, not knowing when you're gonna eat out here, not knowing how to use the bathroom out here, not knowing where you're gonna sleep. If somebody gonna just walk up to you, put a gun to your head and kill you, or you know what I'm saying, rob you. 'Cause I've been robbed in the city already, and so
Yeah, you've been robbed.
yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you about the 24-hour store over there in North Philly. I was brutally attacked by three people that claim I owed them money, and they ended up taking $60 out of my pocket.
Wow.
That I didn't know them.
Is that the craziest experience you had since you've been out here?
The second craziest incident,
What was the other one?
the one where the lady woke up intoxicated, blaming me. The one where they kicked me out the shelter.
Okay. So where do you usually sleep?
Um, I try to pick quiet places where there's lighting, like maybe two or three spots where I lay down and go to sleep. Sleep on Walnut Street.
Okay. You don't sleep in the parks?
No, I try to stay away from the parks because it's like I think that I think that bad people are wanting to go to places like a park to find people to hurt.
You also said you were transitioning, correct?
Correct.
And is that an issue out here being out here?
Uh, since I'm only preteen, a lot of people don't even realize it. I have to tell them that I'm transitioning to be a male, and I have to tell them this because there's no like really visible signs like you would see on a trans that's been taking their testosterone for years, 10 plus years. So I mean,
So it's not really an issue.
I get some frowns, I get some dislikes from mostly men, you know, that don't understand why a woman would want to do that. And it's not that it's hard to explain. It's like you don't have time to explain that, and a lot of trans I'm noticing are like trying to be secretive about it, and that's what gets a lot of us murdered. They're trans in the LGBTQ plus A community. A lot of trans are they have the highest statistics of being murdered. So it's kind of ice that I'm trying to break here in Philadelphia because of course I want to stop violence and increase the peace, but especially with that because that's my lifestyle and I don't want to end up murdered one day because someone doesn't understand why when it wasn't their place to understand first of all, and second of all I didn't have the time to explain. You know what I'm saying? So
How do you go about eating and things like that?
I do a lot of panhandling things. There's times where I've stolen to eat. You know, I mean, I can't think of all the, I can't say all the things that I've done to eat, but at the end of the day, there are it's rough, it's tough.
So do you go to places like Broad Street Ministry and St. Francis and places where they give out food?
Yeah, Hub of Hope. I chose Broad Street Ministry and Hub of Hope to eat. And Hub of Hope, they're starting to give. They don't give food Tuesday and Wednesday now, but they're starting to give out food Saturday and Sunday at least. So I just wanted to share that.
Okay. For anybody that's seeing this, for anybody that's watching, what would you want them to know about you or about the situation that you're in?
To responsibility is a struggle, and to never give up on maintaining your responsibilities because you'll fall to rock bottom and you won't have a pot to piss or a window to throw it out of, and people that won't care and people that you don't know definitely won't care. So that's something that I want to tell people that look at this and go, might have comments or might have opinions. You know what I'm saying? That's something that, I mean, I'm not speaking for all of us, all the homeless, but you know, it's like bumping your head over and over again before you just go. There's a wall here or something. It's a lot that I want to tell people, but the most important thing is to not give up on yourself. If you're doing well, like don't try to fix something that ain't broke. Facts. Don't do that because you'll end up with something broke.
Has drugs played any part in you being in this situation?
Um, not so much to the part where I gave up everything just to get high. Like I said, it was a conscious decision to not be where I was, and the end result is that now I have no choice but to live my life on the streets for a certain amount of time. I mean, it's hard to explain. Now that I'm talking out loud about it, it's kind of like no one's gonna be able to understand why I didn't keep my apartment. It's like, other than saying I'm ungrateful or, unappreciative, it's like mental illness really can be the reason why, a lot of us are out here on the streets today.
That's a fact, and that's part of the reason why I come out and I connect with the people because I do understand the importance of mental health, and I try to. I feel like exercise is the best therapy, right?
Yeah,
And so I try to come out and teach people how to use exercises, to relieve stress and to, release endorphins and to just cope and deal with things whenever their mood changes or whenever they're feeling a certain type of way. So that's one of the things that I do. So would you be willing to let me show you some exercises?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. And what advice would you give to anybody out there that's watching so that they won't be in a situation like this?
Pay your bills. Pay your bills on time, and if you find yourself in court because you didn't pay your bills and they give you a second chance, take it, because you don't want to be living on the streets every day and every night. It's not nothing. Even I hear some people joke sometimes like, "Oh hell yeah, I want to be homeless. I'll save money."
Yeah.
It's not very true. You're not gonna save any more money than you would if you put a roof over your head every day.
Would you be willing to go back to a shelter?
I thought I woke up this morning and I looked at the sky, I put my head up to the sky, and I said, you know what? I think I will try it. Just so I know, no one's gonna come up while I'm asleep and hurt me. Because I had a couple of days ago, I had a phone laying next to me, and I'm asleep so hard. I wake up, I had 75 cents on top of the phone, and a phone laying next to me. And when I wake up, none of that stuff was there, and it was like, yo, I didn't even know that or hear or see anyone take it. So, that's kind of scary.
Okay, because I do have a outreach team, and um, they try to help people and get people housed, different things like that. But a lot of the people don't be wanting to be in there, so um, we're gonna see what we can do, and hopefully we get you a job and some things like that to help you out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And so thanks for your time. Thanks for sharing your story. Just stay positive and continue to work on, getting better.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe exercise is the best form of therapy. It is a great tool to relieve stress and overcome depression. So, along with connecting with these people and having conversation and giving them inspiration, I teach them how to use exercises to overcome stress and the things they may deal with on a daily basis. Of course, an after workout meal is a must. So, if you would like to make a donation or contribute to this mission, you can use the Cash App or PayPal at Rico the Trainer. Be a part of this mission as I try to help as many people as possible.
All right. So
Yeah.
listen, whenever you're feeling stressed, see that sweat coming? Whenever you're feeling stressed down or you're feeling like you're gonna be depressed, do a
Try
little
to.
workout. All right.
Awesome.
Try it. I'm telling you, it works.
It does.
All right. So all the things I taught you, when you feeling like you're gonna be depressed, work it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Now that I get to my stomach.
All right. You remember the things I told you, right?
Yes.
All right. Keep doing good. Keep God first. Keep putting good out into the universe. All right.
Yes.
All right, remember, do your exercises when you're feeling down.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right.
I may not be able to change the world by myself, but with the support of you guys and the help of my team, hopefully we can continue to change as many lives as possible.